Well, it seems that I've been unable to avoid a tag that's been going around and been challenged by the hilarious and erudite Paul C. Hartley to name a few dickheads, some serious and some less so. If you're unaware of Paul's channel, then you're missing a true YouTube gem, so do check him out. Meanwhile, let's get this over with. If you happen to think that you're better than some of the cleverest people on the planet, both past and present, and you base this on just one of countless interpretations of a single ancient book, or because some pompous old fart in a drafty barn happened to share his opinion with you during a dreary talk on a Sunday morning, then you're a dickhead. If you continue insisting that you're right no matter how many times your arguments have been stuffed unceremoniously up your back passage by people who actually have been educated in the fields that you're pissing over and yet still can't provide a shred of evidence to support them, then you're a dickhead. If instead of providing real evidence you continue making your assertions and insinuate that the self-affirming ramblings of intellectually bankrupt charlatans, ramblings that have never even remotely come close to even a sniff of a peer review process, should be given equal weight to the meticulously scrutinized work of experts whose intellect you're incapable of even beginning to appreciate, then you're a dickhead. And if after all this, in order to maintain your position, you're willing to tell any lie, make any misrepresentation, mine any quote, and generally act like a despicably vile and dishonest little pustule of an excuse for a human being, then you're a dickhead. And if that's not enough, and you also happen to run or endorse a YouTube channel that produces a seemingly endless televisual shitfest of material claiming that the current President of the United States is not a citizen, despite overwhelming evidence to the contrary, then you're either a bigoted sack of rancid pig excrement or incapable of understanding that in a democracy people with political views that oppose yours may occasionally be legitimately presented with the opportunity to run things for a while. Oh, and you're also a rancid, smegma-encrusted, frenulum-straining, syphilitic dickhead. Finally, if you have a tendency to take pleasure in mocking the afflicted, if you enjoy crushing simpletons' dearly held, cherished beliefs underfoot, if you have a penchant for ridiculing those whose mental capacities are, shall we say, somewhat diminished, then you are also a dickhead. Okay, now it's my turn. I'd like to pass this tag on to the following YouTubers who, if you haven't yet heard of them, I would strongly recommend you check out.